Everybody wants to make money and everybody would like to have a lot of it. In other words, everyone would like to be wealthy, but not everyone is willing to learn or to understand the nature of money or to know how money works. And this statement is exactly the reason or one of the major difference between the rich and the poor. There is something the rich knows about money that the poor do not know. There is something that the rich have come to understand about the nature of money or how money works that the poor do not know. And that's exactly what we are going to be looking at today. Alright, my name is Harry Owanaba. I'm Africa's #1 speed reading expert. I train people from all walks of life to read books faster, to understand better, to remember more, and to execute aggressively. In this video, we are going to be doing a book review, and the title of the book is Psychology of Money. I've tagged the 10 key lessons from the book Psychology of Money by Housel, and I need to establish the reason why I'm doing this. I've recommended this book to so many people on my platform. I would say that this is one of the most inspiring book or most impactful book I've read about the subject of finance in the year 2022, and that's why I recommended this book. But I understand that so many people have not taken time, to read the book, so I decided to do a book review for two reasons. Those that will end up not reading the book will actually have an idea of what is in the book, and I also hope that secondly, this review will inspire somebody to actually get back, to read the book. Having said that, I will just go straight into the 10 things or 10 key lessons that I would say I've learned from this book. There's a lot I learned, but I just brought out 10 for you in this video. The first thing I would say that struck or that came out for me was financial outcomes are not only driven by intelligence and individual effort, but by luck also. So what this simply means is that life outcomes are guided by forces outside intelligence and individual effort. So intelligence is important, and that's why I talk a lot about the subject of growing your mind, personal growth and transformation. I talk about reading, I talk about learning, because you need to grow your intelligence. Hard work is also very key, but you must understand that if you are going to amass a level of wealth, there's also a place of luck. Now, the author calls this luck, but I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, so I decided to choose the word grace. Yeah, so you must learn all you can. You must do all you can to learn everything possible concerning your business or your area of endeavor. You must also ensure that you work very hard, but you must leave room for grace. You must leave room for grace. You must leave room for luck. You must understand that sometimes just being at the right place and the right time might just be what you will need. Sometimes just having a relationship or bumping into a relationship with someone is just what is going to make every other thing that you have been, working very hard over years to happen. So you must always leave room for grace. That's one of the major things that struck out for me. And then number 2 says that our views about money were formed in different worlds. So our thoughts, our approaches, our choices of money would also be different. If I use myself as an example, I would say that growing up as a child, I wouldn't really say that I had people around me, and I mean my parents or relatives or say people around me talk about, the subject of money. The only thing I knew about money growing up was you have to go to school, you have to get good grades, and at the end of your graduation or end of school, you get a job and then you will make money. And then while I did all of that, I actually graduated and I did not get a job. So the point I'm trying to make here is that what you think about money or what we think about money is different. What I think about money might be different from what you are thinking about money, because our views are formed in different worlds. Our backgrounds are different. Our experiences are different. For me, growing up with my parents, what I saw was that you have to work very hard in order to make money. That's what I saw. You must work very hard. You have to be content with little, with what you have. And I also saw that, or I also understood growing up as a child, that money is not something that you can find anywhere. Money is very scarce. So I grew up with that mindset. So, and this affected me, after the whole graduation thing. I had to unlearn some of these thoughts in order for me to get to where I am today. So our views about money were formed in different worlds. So also our thoughts will be, our approaches and our choices about money will also be different. Number three thing that struck out for me in the book is that getting wealthy is important, but staying wealthy is more important. Growing up, as a child and even up to date, I've seen people, or I've come across people that I know are very wealthy, and all of a sudden they lost everything. So this has always been a concern or an issue. How do I consistently grow wealth? It's better that I have 1,000 today, I have 2,000 next year, I had 5,000 the next year, and then it's better that my income or my wealth progresses than I just go up and then I come down. So by reading this book, I think I got a lot of value concerning this also. If you are going to stay wealthy, it's very important that you don't just amass wealth, but you build systems and structures around how you are amassing that wealth that will make your wealth to be sustainable. This is very, very key. And then number 4, he said, in your quest for success, do not underestimate failure. So it's either you are failing or you are failing to learn. Nobody wants to fail, but nobody will truly become wealthy without failure. As a business owner or an entrepreneur, a career person, you must understand that you're going to think, your major work is to think and make good decisions, but know that you will not always make the right decision, no matter how smart you think you are. And when you make the wrong decisions, also know that it is part of your success. A person who has not failed before is a person who has not tried something new. So you must embrace failure. It is part of your journey to success or amassing wealth. Number 5 thing that struck out for me is the fact that no one is impressed with your possession as much as you are. Do not think that being rich will earn you real respect and admiration. Real or authentic respect does not come from owning stuff. Rather, if you are going to earn respect, if you are going to earn admiration, you need to be humble, you need to be kind to people, and you need to show empathy. That's where real respect and admiration come from. So in your journey to amassing wealth, don't have it at the back of your mind that, oh, when I become wealthy, people are going to love me, people are going to respect me, people are going to admire me. No, it doesn't happen that way. Let me give you an instance. I think I was in church the other day, and my pastor announced the fact that the brother amongst or one of us just got a new car. So at the end of service, while going downstairs, I saw the car, I saw the car parked downstairs, and in my mind, I wasn't envious about the guy. I was happy for him, but in my mind, I was not really thinking about him. I was just thinking about myself. I was seeing myself, buying that kind of car in the nearest future. So that's how we are. When you go about flaunting stuff, we are not thinking about, we're also thinking about how we are going to be, in that position, or also have that same thing that you have had. So real respect does not come from you owning stuff. It comes from being humble, being kind to people, and then showing empathy at every point. That's a very important lesson for somebody. Then number 6, wealth is hidden. It is not what you can see. Real wealth is hidden. It's not what you can see. The world is filled with people who look modest but are wealthy. And it's also filled with people who look wealthy but are broke. Don't assume that a person is wealthy by what they possess. I'll take that again. Don't assume that a person is wealthy because of their possessions. Real wealth is never gauged by outward experience. Let me give you an example. Still in my church, we did what we call an unveiling. We just bought a new land, and then we invited our friends, people that are not necessarily members of our church, our family members, to come and see, what our new building would look like. And then we also see the opportunity to ask them to partner with us financially. So while that was going on, you see somebody come out and say, I'm going to give ₦1 million. Another person come, I'm going to give 2 million. That person come, I'm going to give 500,000. Another person come and say, I'm going to give 100,000. It is very easy for you to think that those people that are giving 1 million or 1.6 million or 2 million are wealthier, or they have more money than those that give 100,000. Wealth is hidden. It's not what you can see. You can't gauge it that way. So spending money to show people how much money you have is the easiest way to have less money. Spending more money to show people how much money you have is the easiest way to have less money. If you spend all your money on things to impress people, you will end up with things and not money. I'll repeat that. If you spend all your money on things, you will end up having a lot of things, but you will not have money. It's very important that you also know that. Number 7, building wealth has little to do with your income and investment returns, and lots to do with your savings returns. This is very, very important. When it has come to savings, there are 3 types of people. There are those who save, there are those who think they can't save, and there are those who don't think they need to save. One of the major ways to increase savings is not to increase income, but to increase your humility. This is very, very key. Because sometimes we normally think that if we are going to increase our savings, we need to increase our income. But sometimes it's not necessarily increasing your income. It's about increasing your humility. Somebody right now is staying in a 3-bedroom flat that needs to be staying in a 1-bedroom flat. And by doing that, you'll be able to increase your savings. It takes humility to move from 3-bedroom to a 1-bedroom. That just explains that. So you don't need to have a specific reason to save. You just need to make saving a lifestyle. So building wealth has a little to do with your income and investment returns, and lots to do with your saving returns. There are people today that are earning a millionaire, and there are others that are earning 500,000 naira. So those are, someone can be earning, let me say it this way. Someone can be earning a million naira and another person earning 500,000, and the person that is earning 500,000 is saving more than the person that is earning a million naira. So sometimes it's not really about what you are earning or your investment returns. It's about your discipline to actually keep money aside that will matter on the long run or on your journey to amassing wealth. Number 8, money has no conscience. One other thing I learned from this book. Money will go to the bad, it will also go to the book. It is not a reward for being nice. There are so many people that are nice but they are broke. Money is not a reward for being nice, but it's a reward for solving problems, for bringing solutions to the marketplace. So money has no conscience. It will go to the prostitute. It will also go to the pastor or to the teacher. So that is how it is. We are solving problems. We are bringing value to the marketplace. You can amass a lot of money. And then number 9, if you want more money, you have to save. If you want more money, you have to serve more people or solve more problems, even if it is outside something that you love or you are used to do. This is another very important lesson I learned from this book. If you are going to make more money, increase the number of people that you are serving with your product or with your service, or solve more problems. It doesn't have to be what you are used to or what you have been doing. You can diversify. So you don't have to love something in order to engage in it to make money from it. I'm not sure Dangote loves salt or loves what's it called, cement, but he's into it and is making a lot of money from it. Number 10, so that this video doesn't exceed 15 minutes, is the fact that freedom is wealth. Real freedom is wealth. So the highest form of wealth is you waking up in the morning and saying to yourself, I can do whatever I want to do today. It's very important. So freedom, we used to talk about financial freedom, saying that is the ability or your ability to have enough time and enough money. Some people have plenty money, they don't have time. Others have plenty time, but they don't have money. But in this book, your ability to have both is what actually determines your wealth. You have to work very hard, work very smart to ensure that at the end of the day, you have enough money and then you also have enough time. So that will be all. But before I let you go, I need to let you understand that if you really would like to improve on your study, like I've introduced myself, I'm a speed reading expert. This year, 2022, as at the time of recording this video, December 8th, I have trained or I have helped over 1,000 people to read at least 24 books this year. That's what I do. So I have a program. I engage people one-on-one. I also engage people in a group coaching session. The one-on-one is just 50,000 naira. The group is just 5,000 naira. You will learn how to read books faster, how to understand better, remember more, and execute aggressively. Before you go, do well to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video.